What up, witches? I hope this is working now. We're gonna close that. We're gonna sit here for a moment because I do have the broadcast up on my phone, so I can look at the chat while I am doing this. So yeah, I'm making the game. Just because I felt like it'd be fun. Hmm. There it is. There's the live stream happening now. Cool. I can see it happening. We're all good. I hope you guys can hear me well. So this is the game that I'm working on. Where'd you get $5? I want $5. The whole premise of the game is you are a character. Where's my character? Oh, he's undied. That's why. Bloop. We'll just hide that for a moment. This is our little character. He is trying to get money. He has 5 lives. He has 5 health. Simple, simple. I'll give you a little demo of what I've got made so far. And what I've got so far is uh, title screen, a game over screen, my player, one enemy that moves, a couple platforms, one level, and one level select area. So basically, I just have a bunch of stuff set up so that I could do something tonight, but at the same time have stuff to work on. Because I'll give you. Well, let's just go in. Let's just go in. I do have it set up to work with controller, but I'm working on getting everything else going. Hello, Scarlet. All right. Let's just full screen it. Yeah, full screen is gonna look so much better. I need to really make it the 1920 by 1080, but I've been slacking and just keeping it like the super small. So, but this will look way better. All right. So this is gonna be zone one. You can see the flags. They are flapping white because they are not done. There's a platform over here. This thing's doing nothing right now, but trust me, it will be. Uh, whoop. This is the first level that I've made. And the level name, because, I didn't think that this would turn into an actual level, is Delateme, which is delete me. So we have our little guy. He walks, he runs, he jumps. We have these platforms. They are made separate from the tile so that I can have them jump upable through. Woo. And the whole point is to find money. And I haven't built a hut or anything yet, but that's to come. I gotta say, I'm happy with my first little foray into this type of level. It's a lot more like chill, fun based. You don't have to go for all this stuff. This is just gonna get you more quote unquote money. And I'm showing you a secret too. Da da da. Whoop. Well, not really a secret, just how to get there and what to do. But $1.11. And I don't have really any sounds in the game except for when you fall down one of these pits. That's it so far. And you can see I have my little slime dudes. But they're supposed to be waving their arms. I forgot to code that in, so we'll probably do that today. Gotta fix him as well, because he's messing on up all over the place. Alright, so when you are running, you can do like a long jump. We got these little slime guys going all over the place too. And we got moving platforms. One of the things I've got to figure out is how to make it so that I'm on the platform and it carries me. Because you guys see, I gotta walk. These guys, not so bad. But yeah, we have pennies. And these little silver guys are nickels. And then the blue ones are dollars. And this is one of those things where I make it so you can see up there and you're like, oh, how do I get, what am I doing? What am I missing? And you go back and you gotta try and get in there and do what you're doing. So hopefully it makes it so that you have to do it like a couple times to get everything right and all that. We have up here, which we could see when we landed down here. So it kind of gives you a glimpse into what you want to try and get to. And then there's a platform there. And see, it starts moving, but I can't go through this wall. So I gotta go back up and over. But if you're a completionist, you'll be like, well, what's that platform for? Now, I will say this, until I get the platforms right on the, like, gravity and being able to keep me on it while I'm there, that coin down there is not being gotten right now. It will kill me. I will straight up die right now. It is not easy to get to. I've gotten it once. I've not been able to get it since. But that's kind of the challenge, which makes me partially be like, well, maybe I'll just leave it that way. Now, and I'll admit, this is honestly the first playthrough where I've gotten to the end since I've done a whole bunch of coding with this zone to get me to go into the level and then be able to come back out into the proper area. And we're going to see one bit of a fail. Like, I don't have anything coded for the flag going up yet, but it will be there. But the flag should change. No? Oh, the flag change did not happen. All right, so we got to code that stuff in. And why did my money jump up to 388? Okay, well, that's somewhat wrong. Cool. We got some things to fix. What was a thing to fix now? So this is what the level looks like to me. You go in, you can get rid of the background so you can see all your actual platforms and stuff easier. But I got a bunch of little coins, a bunch of blocks, a whole bunch of tiles, and a whole bunch of markers reading stuff. So, oh, right. I do know one thing that I want to do. Gonna go into here. And we have... Do we not have? Google Web. Okay, pennies there. Nickels there. Life is there. Food is there. Dollars there. Okay, there we go. We're going to take these guys. We're going to dump it into the folder. And we're going to just add these in just for the sake of having them in and making it easier for me later. So in the penny here, we're going to go in. We're going to add audio stream player. And we need to go over to inspector. We'll go up here to our audio now. Drop our penny in. See how loud it is. And I'm sorry if this is super loud for you guys, because it made no noise for me. Wow. Oh. I'm muted. Wow. You guys are like, Witchy, that is actually kind of loud. Can you not? I'm just like, play, play, play. Okay, so we'll do that. And in our script, we need to add that to play. And that is our penny. It will now make a noise when it gets picked up. We do the same for the nickel and the dollar. Pop, pop. Add ourselves a child. Audio stream player. We go up here to run nickel. Up to nickel. Drop you down 15 dB. Sorry. Yeah, no, my bad. I was muted. So, whoops. Hopefully that's a lot better now. I should probably check the, what's it reading on here? Oh, that's still pretty loud for you guys. Let's drop that down just on here even. Sorry. Okay. So then the nickel. We add in this. Play. So if you're wondering what these all mean, when this blue area gets walked into on area 2D body entered, if the body has method player, which I do, I made that in there so it does, then do these things. So the global level money, so the amount that you're getting per level goes up 5 cents. The audio stream player plays, which is the noise we just added, and then it just clears itself out of there because it's no longer needed now that it's played its little tune and give us the money. So now we do the same with the dollar. I should have kept that up there. No, not Stream Player 2D. So there is a difference in these. This audio stream player 2D will play it in a certain spot. So it'll like seriously play a noise in the exact spot that it sets off at, which is great if you want to have stuff happening like in a distance or like one side of the map versus the other. So you want to have like positional sound. That's what you use. If you just want it to play all over the whole thing, so that's just you getting a power up, you getting a coin, stuff like that, you use the audio stream player. I don't know if you care about any of this stuff, but here you go. You're learning that there's how to program in Godot through some idiot that did it like oh 19 years ago I dropped out of school for programming. So, yeah. Dollar. Okay, we got that in there. We'll throw that in. Play. Okay. And we're going to go in just straight into delete me. Because I just want to find out. Well, that made no noise. Oh my God. I'm hearing no noise. Whoop. Let's see if I'm getting any noise. See? There's noise. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's going to freak out because it doesn't know a bunch of details. When I die and they lay me to rest, I'm going to go to whatever zone I was in last. I guess not really the place that's best. It might be, depending on which zone you're in. So if you have 0 lives and you die and you're finally out, then it takes you to a game over screen. But for now, it takes you just back to your zone. But if you just jump right into the level, then you've not actually done a lot of stuff that it's supposed to. Like, the title sets a bunch of things. You go into zone 1 and it tells it, like, you are now in zone 1. Sets that variant there. So if you don't go into zone 1 before you go into the level, well, yeah, it's going to screw things up. That's sometimes you got to remember that when you're programming, and I don't always. I'll leave like buttons to drop you back to the title screen because I meant to like have it as a way to skip early like titles, like splash screens and stuff. And then I end up going straight to the title screen. I'll play for a bit and I'll accidentally hit that button because I need to do like a dash or something. And I go right back to the title screen. Yep. I don't know if any of that made sense, but I was thirsty and so I was talking while I was getting the drink to my mouth. Okay. So why am I not making any noise? Audio stream player play, which should make that noise. See, I don't want to leave it for a while. I wonder if it's just getting cut out too quickly. So what we're going to do is apparently minimize everything. We're going to go in here. Bop that into there. Do that. We're going to take this. And we're going to disable it because we don't want our player to be able to walk back through it and keep getting money. Then we're going to go over to our node here. We're going to select this guy. And on finish, connected to nickel, is where we're going to take it out. So that way, what it means here is now when the when the coin is collected, it's going to start playing its noise. It'll disable the collision so it can't be picked up anymore, and then it'll give you your money. At that point, it's done its thing. It'll disable so it can't be selected again. Cool. And then when the audio is done playing, then it removes itself. So that way we're giving it a few seconds here to kind of get rid of itself. Now I just got to do that again here. And on the dollar. Doo-doo. That. Dot disabled equals true. And on the dollar. Because all I can think is that it's clearing itself before the audio can get played. You know, like it's only one step next, so it's got like maybe a fraction of a second to play, so it would maybe get like, which you can't even hear me do, just so I get it. I understand where I was making that mistake. Because one thing I always stress when I talk about programming, like it's very, 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 you tell it what to do step by step. So if you think like, oh well, it's just this, I don't have to put it in there. Like it's something routine that I would think this causes that. So why would it matter? Well, if it doesn't know that that's something that happens, then you have to tell it. So that is, if I go across this thing, it's supposed to A, make noise, B, give me a little bit of money, and then C, disappear. Okay, so the noise is too long is what's happening. I gotcha. Because that needs to disappear faster. Okay. Cool. So instead of that, instead of when the audio ends, then we're going to go in and slap ourselves in a timer. The timer is automatically set for 1 second. So I'm not going to change that for this. I think 1 second is going to be just enough time. So here, I'm going to actually take this guy and put it in there. We're going to cut that guy out because we don't care about that anymore. And you know what? Let's drop it to half a second and see what happens. That's dollar. Let's go here. Add our timer. Drop it to half a second. Do the timeout. Move this to here. Clear that because we don't care. Penny. Needs its timer. Let's just do this while I'm remembering. Because if I'm thinking that I'll forget, I will. Time out that. Copy you. I say that because I'm stoned. So that's all those, right? I'll try to play it from the start here in a few moments. Woo. There's a few things I want to kind of get cleaned up, and then. Well, that's not right. Okay. What up, Penny? Why aren't you going away? That should be disabled. All right. All right. I have a radical idea here. Okay, we're gonna get rid of that. We're gonna get rid of that. We're gonna make the penny get rid of itself after it gives us one. We're gonna take this. And it's gonna go away. And that doesn't need to be there anymore. We're gonna go over here. Then we're gonna go to nickel. Which my cat Nickel is beside me. He's like, we're gonna go what? That goes there. Those don't care. Rename you Nickel. Cut. Paste. Have you figured out what I'm doing here? $1. No timer. That was almost pretty damn perfect. Cut. Paste. All right. We'll go to the globals here. So this is all stuff that needs to transpire between levels, between scenes, all that jazz. So, and you can see I'm trying to build in player 1, player 2 stuff. It's not there yet. It's getting there. But, you know, at least I'm trying. It's in the thought process. So I try to keep things in groupings. So this I don't need anymore either. So let's just throw in our little thing here. Locational variables. And then we're going to... All right, have a good night, Scarlett. Our guest, Dave, for you. Dave, probably. Have a good one. Then we're going to go into our... monetarial? Monetarial sounds better. The money things. Var pickup penny. So I'm making this into a true or false, which is a boolean. Var pickup nickel. And I'm making all these false right now because I don't want this noise to be happening all the fucking time. And let's just throw this in while we're into it. pick up food. False. Var pick up life. Woo. V is not what I want. False. So those are, I guess, not monetary. Let's go pickups. Pick up triggers. Okay, and so what they're going to do, what they're going to be triggering, is we go into the player here and into our process. So process happens every frame. That's just the idea that happens. So this is where you put in stuff that if you want to just constantly be checking and doing, constantly checking, doing, whatever, updating, you put it in here. So that's where I have my quit button. If I press it, I quit the game instantly. So if I get stuck somewhere, if I'm building and I massively fuck up, well, I can just quit. If I'm doing a quick little like in and out test and I just want to test one little thing and I go in, do it, out, done, that. We have our labels, so our money, our lives, and our health, always updating. So every frame they're updating. That way, as soon as I pick something up, it updates. So we're going to add into that now. If globals dot pick up penny is true, which is double equals is like checking to see if it is or isn't and stuff like that. So that's where you do your less than, greater thans. If it's true, then we want this penny noise to play, which should be still the minus 15 penny. All right. So now we just do that again for nickel and dollar. If globals dot pick up nickel equals true, then play nickel. Oh, also, we need to make these false. Once we've done the action, we need to change it back to false so that we don't cause it to keep happening. Because what we're going to do is in our other ones, I should have done it when I was going through it the first time. In our other scripts for our penny, nickel, and all that, we're going to just make it so it triggers that it is now true, which will then make this process, oh, it's true, play it, then make it false. Then if we pick up another, it happens again. And this is all stuff that I've been working on over the last day. Global stop pick up dollar equals false. Okay, so in here we're gonna go globals dot pick up penny equals true, and then into here globals dot pick up nickel equals true. here. This guy. Button press. Why didn't it accept that? What is its malfunctional on this? Oh, because it's not in there. That's why. So this lets me map what goes to where. So that's now accept. That'll let me use the controller at the title screen. So cool. Then all these are things I've thrown in so far. So jumping, walking right, run, walk left, quit. They're all buttons I've had to put in and say, this does this. So that'll work. What's something else I was like, hey, let's just quickly fix this. Oh, definitely the platform. But I wonder if I program the platform to move versus animate it to move, that would probably do it. Alright, we need to grab something from another project. I need just basic back and forth movement. So this guy's low resource. Let's go with that. Why do I need this? What am I going for here? God damn it, my stoned ass brain. Why do I need this? Why am I getting this freaking back and forth stuff? Oh, for the platform. Yes. Is it doing? It's not even doing. Fuck. Okay. We're getting this back and forth and up and down so that we can try and get gravity on the fucking platforms. My God, my fucking brain. Okay. So, drone, yeah. We need you, and you. Do I care about speed? No, I'll set that. That'll just be constant. Okay. So we're gonna copy that first. We're gonna go in here. We're gonna drop in character body 2D. Okay. And in here, we're going to take our platform and drop it in. So this is a platform that I've made already. That's the ones that were like moving. But in what I've done so far is made the platform just use an animation rather than it having its own knowledge of how to move and such. So we're going to say moving platform. Okay. And we're going to save you first. That's what I need to do first. Save scene as. these I consider components, so they get saved in their own little section. That's a moving platform. Then we want to throw in a script for said moving platform. Pop. We can throw that in. We don't care. Do we care about you? No, I don't think we care about you. What do I want to do here? Because this I want to make it so I can decide where it's going. Is that right for this? Oh no, because this is all like random, right? These drones are smartly stupid. Are you also smartly stupid? You are. Wow. Okay, so all those are too complicated for what I'm looking for, because I need these to just do basic stuff. Okay, so we need a different project. Which one's gonna have the thing that I need? The one with all the stuff. Will this one even? Shit, no, it won't, will it? It's gonna be needlessly complicated. God damn it. Let's really press the computer. Freaking open up 3 of these at once. I'm actually gonna let this, load before I open the next one. I need an early iteration of Shadow Walker. Because the newer ones, even though my freaking soldiers don't all walk properly, F them, they're all set to do random shit too, so that's partially why I can't use them. However, I believe when I was first making it under Project Venom, I think that one had just regular soldiers. So we'll close that while the new one loads. They're outside. It's just a good mic, and I don't have a filter on it because I didn't want it to not pick up my voice. But yes, there's birds, and they were fighting just outside the door. Nickel was interested. Oh shit! You know what? I didn't even think about it. We have a bird clock too, and it's off by like 12 minutes. So 3 minutes ago, yeah, you would have heard birds. The 8 o'clock bird would have gone off. I keep forgetting about it because it's off by so much. So it's like 15 minutes gone by. Well, you wouldn't think about that, but Ba, 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 ba. Can't see. Do we have any soldiers? Don't. We do have a thug too. God damn it. Am I seriously gonna have to go look this up? Any of these move? Jeez. Okay, this was getting into like the more coded stuff. Okay. Hmm. All right. So we gotta go in here. No, that's not where I want to go. Jesus. Again, brain. Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Bum, ba-dum. Where's my platformer? Platformer. Oh, archived. Archived. Bullshit. Well, shit. All right. We're just gonna do this from fucking memory. Var X. Let's go horizontal. That guy's gonna be a float. Horizontal float, and float. Let's go float. At export var vertical And that's a float. Var start pause. And it's a vector 2. So what's happening here is I'm setting it so I can set a vertical or horizontal distance that's going to go. And then it's going to figure out where it's going to start. And then it's going to create a target position. Which is also a vector 2, which is when you can put in like your x and y. If it was vector 3, it'd be x, y, and z. That's where you get 3D stuff. So, on the function ready, we're going to go start pause equals moving platform dot global position. Target pause equals start pause plus your x and y. So then you go vector 2 horizontal and vertical. So what this means is the target position will be the start position plus whatever you have in for your horizontal distance or your vertical distance, or horizontal and vertical, because this will let me do angled. Okay. So now we go to our process. Okay. Difficult or not, that part is still going to be right. So I can add in that. I can go find that from there. The movement towards these positions. The export I can remember. All that part I can get that. See, thanks is a whole lot faster to load. Oh, I need to move direction. Well, I guess that's the same. Yeah, that's what I need. Take that. But, yeah, the move direction is the same. I just have it written out. But let's just throw it in there anyways so that it's easier. Move dir, which is a vector 2 as well. And the move dir equals this. Oh. Because it matters for case. So, speed. So, what'll happen here is the thing will start moving towards the target position. However, speed. I also don't need jump velocity. Boop. If it reaches the target position, it'll check. If it's at the start position, then target position is the regular one. Otherwise, the target position goes to the start position, so it just goes back to where it began. So, you can see here now I have horizontal and vertical in there. We're going to save that scene. We're going to go over to delete me. And we're going to delete this one. We're just going to straight up delete it. We don't care. Bye. Poof. So we just moved it 400 pixels. I love that it told me that. I don't need to move it that far, but cool. So from here, we're going to take this. Which platform are you? That one? And take you to the low level. So that's where we need to get up to. Roughly. Because that's not where I want it to go to. Well, interesting to think. So this guy is going to be going up. We'll put it to there. So 192 pixels. Or more so, it's going to be going negative 192. Because up is negative, down is positive. Okay, and then we're going to take this guy. We're going to delete him. We're just going for this. So, Lordy, let's find out if this is right. Okay, so I'm pretty sure it was down to there. So we're going to say that it's going to move 208 pixels. Bring it back up to top. And get rid of this guy. So what this does as well is it clears out all the animations on it. So that kind of helps. And I just gotta ignore those warnings because it does have a shape. It just doesn't believe it. So then we scroll over. Being stoned helps very much with the patience. We need to go 416 for our horizontal on this one. Pop. Speaking of, it's almost time for a rehash. So we are going to clear out these guys, and then I'm going to step outside for half a second. So there's one hole in between, one hole in between. Son of a beeswax. Also, I shouldn't have done that yet. Wow, see? That was way off. Okay, and from here it's gonna go minus 144. Minus 144. Okay, let's give these platforms a quick little checky check. I'm just gonna skip all that. Hey! Our noise worked. Holy shit, they're fast. Wow, you launch off the top. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Holy shit. Okay. Holy shit. That moves. Let's knock you down to 100. Wow. Good to know, though. 300 will send you flying a little bit. For some traps later on. Because the levels do have to get harder. So we are going to have traps eventually. Oh, that's much better. Whoop, still bounce on the way down. Okay. Whoop, oh, I see a flaw here. Getting closer. I'm going to wait for one more. Nope, still makes me walk with it. Damn it. All right. All right, I'm going to step outside for a second. Think. Figure out what the hell I'm doing with this. And go from there. But in the meantime, where's the good? Down, 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 blah, dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Let's drop that way down because it's going to be fucking loud no matter what. Oh, you know what? That works then, you know? I figure an hour of streaming, that's fucking cool, so I'm good. I'll stop the stream. Thank you for watching. Thank you for everybody that watches this afterwards. Hugely appreciate it. And Until next time, guys, stay awesome and see ya.